So we're going to give an update on Quincy. Be kind of short tonight because we are worn the F out from today, but give people a couple of minutes to join because we do have some news.
Worn the Friday out?
Worn the Friday out, exactly.
Yeah.
We're family friendly here. But worn the F for Friday out is how we feel.
But yeah, so like I was reading the other day about one of the things that power couples do, that being us, is they survive trauma with dark humor. And so some of the stuff.
Where did you read that?
It was like a Forbes magazine article. They've targeted me. They know I'll like read the what are the four.
You're that guy.
I'm that guy that'll read that.
4 signs that your relationship is gonna last.
Yeah. And then every night I start writing that letter to you, like, dear Mallory, upon review of the Ford magazine article, I have discovered that maybe, and then I read another one. I'm like, oh, scratch that out. We're good. Just kidding. But
Is this dark humor?
Yeah, this is the dark humor.
I was just like, I don't know. I'm like 100% there with you.
But to join the dark humor back to. Like, seriously, you cannot... Oh, sorry. Our house is a little messy, but you cannot stand on the power outlet, dude.
He will stand on anything. That's why you cannot leave the power outlets out.
We, need to baby-proof our house.
It was supposed to be baby-proofed already.
For a whole host of reasons. This house needs to be baby-proofed. But, okay.
It should be baby-proofed. He's on it. Okay. Give me the camera.
For the love of goodness, kiddo. Here.
Why is that out? I thought that used to be behind the thing.
No, it's always there, but usually it just had so much plugged into it. And we never had a bird that wants to stick their fingers into it. But anyway, I was going to say that Frodo and Quincy now have something in common. Frodo. You'll figure it out as you share the news. I hope.
Well, I assume I know what it is, but I didn't know that Frodo had...
Yeah, that's how, Gollum destroys the ring. Because, Frodo puts it back on at the end. Sorry, if anyone hasn't watched Lord of the Rings or read the books, and I'm ruining it for you.
Hi, Charlotte.
At the end of the book, Frodo puts the Ring of Power on, he turns invisible, but Gollum, drawn to the ring, jumps on him, bites him, and bites his finger off, and then falls in with the ring. Go ahead with your update.
Remember that at all. So,
go ahead with your update.
So, Quincy update.
Dark humor. Go ahead.
The lovable turkey who, it basically, without him here, it feels like everything is just...
Chaos.
Chaos. It just doesn't feel right outside. The puff lumps are crazy. They tried to stage a jailbreak, and I wish we had a video of this because Quincy was spending a lot of time inside because there was, muddy, and so we had his feet wrapped and didn't want him, outside in the mud. Charlie, the little black puffalump, we see them outside the window, and there's a little kind of bar where they can kind of purge. Charlie decides he's gonna break him out, and kind of jumps and hits the window. And luckily it wasn't enough distance to really get a good flight, so it's kind of a gentle plop.
But it was a cartoon plop against a window and slide down.
And he was fine, but we're okay, we gotta let Quincy just go outside and change his wrappings because clearly everyone out there is gonna try to break in and get him. And then Quincy was gobbling at everyone and wanted out. So yeah, so he was kind of out and then hobbling around. But and then just being out there without Quincy there is just, it doesn't feel right? I mean, it feels weird.
Yeah. No, it's not
too quiet, too chaotic.
Yeah, Sherman's out of hand. He doesn't get the rules of the game.
When Quincy's there, him and Sherman fluff up and they patrol and they just circle, and it's very coordinated and he needs Quincy as his leader. So Quincy had a surgery today. He's got septic arthritis. Quick recap. And so turkeys have the 3 toes right here. They got a little back toe. It doesn't do as much. So he's got septic arthritis in both his middle toes. The left one is much worse than the right one. So
I don't care for your judgment of the back toe, but go ahead. Proceed.
You're too tired to do that right now. I love you, baby.
Mallory has told me many times today she has no tolerance for my humor. Continue.
I guess my brain is just not working fully. No, I love you, baby. You can...
Because we're a power couple?
So... So we knew we were doing surgery on the left one. We were going to do a IV antibiotic to hopefully help treat the, because the issue is it needs to be treated with antibiotic, but it's really hard to do. So the hope is the right one is treatable medically. The left one, they were going to do a debridement surgery where basically they cut off some of the affected bone. They were hoping to do that to avoid doing an amputation. This is the same vet who did Miles's beak amputation surgery earlier this year, so she's awesome. We totally trust her. And we kind of knew amputation is definitely like a potential, was sort of like a Hail Mary. So, we talked to our vet before and, said, hey, if you feel like you get in there to do the surgery and you're like, this really isn't going to work, like, we don't want to put him through another surgery to get his toe amputated after this. So we said, if you feel like it's not going to work, just do the amputation. So she called me afterwards and said she did make the decision to amputate his toe. So that was the bad news. And some of the concern with that, it basically solves the problem in the left foot. The concern is that it's going to put more pressure on the right foot that's already compromised, and how's his mobility going to be? Is he going to adjust basically to two toes? So that's the bad news. The good news is they made him a little shoe, and she's going to show us how to make it. And she said he already tried to walk out of the room afterwards wearing the shoe. So he's already adjusting to walking and using the shoe. So that was really good news. I just picture Quincy being like, we're all good here. And just like this little turkey just like wandering out of the hospital room.
So if anybody out there is good at whittling wood, we need like full-on pimp cane for Quincy. So like when he kind of like limps along and he just like has it kind of attached.
I don't know how we're gonna attach that to him, but I'm sure we can figure it out at some point. So the other thing I was not expecting is Ryan had a special request of our vet.
I was just trying to make the situation a little more, I was reducing the levity or adding levity, which levity is like
increasing the levity, adding levity. Sorry, sorry, this is my niece. Like,
I was doing something.
She seems so happy though. I don't want to move. She seems really.
She
happy
says
there.
Boring. Just keep petting me. But yeah, go ahead. Get back to the good part of the story.
So Ryan asked the vet before the surgery, "Hey, can we keep the toe?"
Yeah.
And she was like, "Sure."
But the reason I wanted to keep the toe is important.
Okay, you want to switch seats and you?
No, I want you to tell it.
Because of the Lord of the Ring reference to.
No, that wasn't why. No, the Lord of the Ring reference is that now Quincy has one less finger.
Okay. You want to keep it because you wanted to make it into a necklace?
For Quincy to wear around the yard, and when like any of the turkeys give him any lip, he'll just be like, I don't even have this toe, and I'm about to whoop you. And then they'll all be like, oh, don't mess with Quincy. He is crazy.
That's not going to happen.
Okay.
Quincy's not going to wear his toe around his neck. But
all right.
You can wear it.
I have no desire. I actually sort of wasn't really thinking that it needed to be saved.
You're getting this toe.
It was more just trying to like.
She had saved the toe. So.
I was embracing dark humor to the fullest level of like that is a very Phillips trait. You'll inherit it someday.
So recap. So Quincy gets to come home tomorrow, which is good. She said as long as like a toe amputation in Burrs, she was like, I've done this, 1,000 times. I can do this with my eyes closed. She was like, this is like no problem. So,
we asked her not to do it with her eyes closed.
I don't think she even actually said that.
Special request to do it.
That is how comfortable she was with like a toe amputation on a bird. So. Really wasn't something she was super concerned about doing. It's more just him adjusting to without it. So she said as long as it seems like it's healing okay, and I assume the fact that he's already walking on it is like good.
Yeah.
He can come home tomorrow, so we're gonna bring him home. We'll probably still have him sleep inside for a little bit, and then kind of go outside and practice kind of moving around. So so it's not the news that we hoped for, but I think the bright side to it is that
he seems to be doing okay.
He seems to be doing okay, and we're not going to have to go back in because he's really struggling with getting an antibiotic that is going to work for him. And so we're going to try something new because the other one kind of made him sick. One of the pain pills made him sick, so he's really having a hard time kind of getting a medication regimen going. So it's good that we're not going to have to like she said in a couple months come back and then end up having to amputate the toe anyway. So we'll have to. This is sort of the beginning of the journey where we're going to have to go back and do lots of x-rays and follow-ups, particularly making sure that right foot is healing on its own.
Yeah.
Because that's the concern. Is
Yeah, I mean, I think that was like when we talked to her initially, the sort of, I guess, like elephant in the room is like they don't have a lot of examples of turkeys losing their like big middle toe and continuing to walk. And so
I don't think they have a lot of examples of them just doing.
Yeah, there's not a lot of surgery done on turkeys because most turkeys are not, obviously given that level of care. And
we had someone write to us who wasn't that far away, and she was like, had a turkey with bumblefoot, and she was like trying to find a vet just like seeing her turkey. So luckily we were able to give her several references, but it is hard to find places that will.
Yeah, well, I told our hay guy, not like hay guy, like the guy who sells us hay.
Right.
I told him about it, and he's like, "You didn't do that around here." And I was like, "Yeah, no, we had to go really far away to do it." So.
I mean, his regular vet is not super far. It's like
but like surgery, I think he meant like getting like a special surgery done on your turkey is not widely.
Yeah.
It's been a really long day, and
so the place where we had to go is like 3 hours away. So not quite as far as North Carolina, but it's up closer to DC. So it's we had to drive there and drop them off this morning, and then drive back, and then tomorrow we'll turn around and make the trip. So we just had to get up really early to do that, and then of course we come back, and we've been gone for like half a day, and Huckleberry's got diarrhea out of nowhere.
Yeah,
we're like, okay, so. Ready to scoop over on Friday afternoon, trying to make sure we get it in to get it tested for parasites. We think maybe he's been eating some berries that fall down, which are not bad for him, but maybe he's just been eating too many.
What are they called? Persimmons.
Persimmons, yeah. But I haven't seen him. I don't know. So we'll figure out. He's had some parasite issues before, so that does concern me.
Yeah. Did you see where the ivermectin is?
Oh, they hung it on the door.
Oh, you brought it in?
No.
It's just hanging there?
I just thought when we walked up, or when we pulled up and I said something, and then I forgot because my brain is not...
okay. Because I was like, where is the ivermectin?
Yeah, I saw there was a Tractor Supply thing hanging on our gate up front.
One lovely fact of sanctuary life is you learn to give shots and stick needles in, and we just did that to Tesla to give her water. And speaking of... Like, not to go from my dark humor to just pure darkness, but it's like... Stuff just keeps going wrong here.
So I need to go lay down. But yeah, so Tesla, I thought we were going to do like a post and kind of announce this, but we can talk. No, it's fine.
No, that's okay. Sorry.
You've already read it up, so now...
Stricken from the record.
It's not stricken from the record. So, bad news about Tesla. Our lovely little rabbit, who is around here somewhere.
Hiding under the stove.
She had her ear amputated last year because of cancer, and it's likely spread or come back or a different kind.
It's like Hajime.
So it's a blood vessel cancer, basically. That's it is extremely aggressive. This is what all the signs are pointing to. It's extremely aggressive, and she's got a lump in her foot, and then she's likely, based on her blood work and her low blood cell count, got them elsewhere in her body, and so we were planning on doing a biopsy of it to confirm, but the vet does not think that, based on her blood work, that would be a good idea because she has to be anesthetized for that, so she doesn't know that she can really handle it. So
I mean, she basically said to me, I don't know that she would survive it, and that she kind of added to the whole picture. She's like, basically, she's not in pain because of it, but there's not really anything we can do. She'll be okay for a while, and then she'll just start to get tired and more tired, and then one day she just won't wake up, was basically how she described it, which is like the worst news, because Tess, I mean, not even if she was the worst bunny, I would still not want it to happen.
But she's also the best.
She's like the best bunny. Like, she's just like the sweetest and most lovable little girl. So it's just crappy news after crappy news around here.
She's been having some troubles. She's been eating some, but she's not really eating as much as normal. So she's lost some weight, and the problem is she's not really drinking enough. And so we've been giving her fluids subcutaneously, like in the back, kind of like under the fur. If you've had a dog, you may have had that done at some point. very similar. So she really perked up. She's also been taking some medication that can kind of help those types of cancers, has some anti-cancer properties. She seemed like she was like really perking up the last couple of days, and I was like, oh wow, maybe this is like, you know, working. But then we tried kind of weaning her off the fluids, and she's clearly not, you know, not peeing enough. So she's also not eating her banana, which I put her meds in, which normally she like lunges on and consumes in a second. So that was not great to come home to either. So yeah, sorry. I feel like I have to be kind of like mechanical about it because I'm like tired and dealing with all this other stuff and can't. But you know, we're just gonna really make her as comfortable as we can right now and enjoy lots of time snuggling her. So she's been coming to bed with us and getting extra snuggles. So yeah. So that's the unhappy news.
Yeah.
But yeah, so good news is Quincy
Quincy's
is hopefully gonna, you know, this should hopefully cure the issue. And we'll still be doing lots of follow-up. So surgery, I think, is close to $2,000 for today. And then we've already done, you know, a bunch of tests up to this point. And then we're going to have to go back, you know, several times and do follow-up x-rays and probably do more IV antibiotics and at-home medications and just all sorts of stuff just to make sure that we totally eradicate this in his right foot. So, yeah, so thank you to everyone who's donated. Thank you to everyone who's been sending well wishes. I know Quincy and, you know, now we've announced this about Tesla. I know both of them are super, super beloved. And so, yeah, we appreciate everyone loving them so much. And Charlotte is feeling a little neglected, if we're being honest. So
everybody is kind
Charlotte
of
might
like,
need to get some special cuddles tonight too.
yeah. So we're like a little punch drunk here.
Yeah.
And just tired and just. It's nice to have the good news, at least that Quincy's doing well, because everything else seems to be just like one thing after another. So hope everyone out there is doing well. Definitely donate if you can, or you can sponsor any of the animals. But yeah, we appreciate everyone's support, and
Charlotte loves getting a sponsor. One of her favorite things.
she definitely
Sometimes
does.
you can't talk, but she gets really happy about it.
All right, say bye, Charlotte.